Again, Chopper 5 is over the area. This is a very, very good look at what has happened to two tanks. Now, I can see that there are two tanks that have caught fire. Reports of explosions about 1:50 this afternoon, and those tanks and any adjacent building there next to them have caught fire, and whatever petroleum product has basically melted away those storage tanks that hold thousands and thousands and thousands of gallons. Earlier today, or earlier this afternoon, if you missed it, our first phone call, we talked to Michelle. She's a truck driver, tanker truck driver, who was on the property. She was on that facility. She had just finished loading up her 8,000-gallon tanker trucks. Those are the ones you see going up and down the freeways. She had just finished loading up her truck and had already disconnected from what they call the rack, the loading rack, and was able to pull away. All right, KPIX 5 photographer Alex Montano is close by for us. Alex, you're at a safe distance, but we've got your picture up on now. What can you describe for us?
These tankers are on fire. They're shooting a lot of smoke into the air. Firefighters are standing back. It looks like also, if I could show you this over here. I'm trying to do this and hold my mic at the same time.
Sure.
It looks like there's a grass fire going on as well over here to this side of the ridge. And I think that I can't see beyond this hillside here, but I think there might be some fire suppression going on behind there. And also, I don't know what this is. There's something over here. I think that might be unrelated. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, I
don't know what
see
that
that
is.
in
I don't
the far
think
distance.
that's related to this. Yeah.
No, it's pretty far away.
Yeah. And then, right, yeah.
Now, Alex.
And then also you have here
No, go ahead.
Yeah, just so you can see where I'm at. So this is right off of Highway 80. I think this is the Cummings Skyway exit here. And traffic appears to be, moving well here. So I don't think that's a big concern right now.
Alex, tell me something. At your distance, can you feel the heat? This fire seems so intense.
Negative. I can't feel the heat. I could smell a little bit of the smoke, but it's not that bad right here. The air is actually kind of cool, but the wind is picking up a little bit too.
From what you smell, can you tell? This is definitely a petroleum fire, so you have to be somewhat concerned about what's in the smoke.
Yeah. Well, the way I kind of judge it is I see the firefighters here, and they seem to be okay standing. So I won't get any closer than these firefighters are here, and it looks like they got wildland gear on, so it looks like they're just waiting to make sure there's no grass catching on fire. There's other news crews here too.
Well, as you said, on the other side of those tanks off to the right, there seemed to be that brush fire. We could see it from Chopper 5. There's definitely a brush fire. Yeah.
Another thing I didn't realize about these, I guess they have automated water lines down here for just this kind of thing.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about, because we can see what you're zoomed in on now, and I thought that seemed to be a sort of an automatic system to get water on, maybe just to keep the tanks cool enough?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that just maybe it was a measure that they have for safety, and they're just going to use whatever they can right now at this point. But it looks like there's another line squirting down on this side as well.
And Alex, have you been able to see any sort of an air attack by CAL FIRE at this point?
Negative, no air, but I don't know that.
Maybe they can't.
Maybe perhaps they don't want to splash. Yeah, I don't think they could splash, and I don't think they want to disrupt any of the other tanks either, or do anything to damage those tanks. Perhaps that's why.
What about personnel from the this NuStar Energy facility down there? Have you seen, not that they can get anywhere close to this, but have you seen any type of a response, fire response?
I have yet to see anybody down there where the tanks are. I did notice on the way here, I was in Concord when I got dispatched here, and you could see the plume of smoke from there. And I did notice there was like maybe a team of fire trucks. Hey, Jody, there was a team of fire trucks that were on their way. It looked like, I couldn't tell. It was Contra Costa County Fire Department that were on their way on the freeway going, Code 3, I think I was assuming, to this event here.
Yeah, we spoke with the PIO, and he was on his way as well, part of that response. And he said they and CAL FIRE were going to be working this, but the chopper is giving us a pretty good idea of 2, possibly 3 of these tanks that have caught fire. It's kind of hard to tell because it seems like they've melted. Can you tell how many are burned from your perspective? It's kind of hard to see over the other tanks.
Yeah, I cannot. You probably, the helicopter's going to be able to get a better shot. I could just see flames. I see 2 hose lines, squirting water, and that's all I could see from this vantage point.
Okay. All right, Alex, we really appreciate your information. We appreciate you setting up your camera and giving us that perspective.